Apprendez-vous quand c'est le temps des massacres.
Mike Mosisi, le jeune millionnaire congolais. Boubouli Yondela.
So to start off, I'll be draining my fumbwa, also known as wild spinach in English. So I'm just draining it out and getting any dead leaves, or sometimes you might get like a little bit of I guess you can see like tree, if that makes sense, like a little branch inside. But I soaked it the night before, which helps all the dirt to rise up, so it makes it easier to clean when you're getting ready to cook it. So I'll be using a Pro Cook gourmet pan to make my fumbwa. So I fill it up with some water, not all the way to the top. So I put about 20 to 30 milliliters of water, and you pop that in. Then you add in your fumbwa. Basically, what you'll be doing is boiling it just so you can get the dirty water out. So make sure that what you're cooking, is going to be very clean. So next, I'm preparing my fish, otherwise known as Mbisi mayi or malangwa. You have to wash it with hot water, as I say in Lingala, or just to get rid of any dirt that might be on the fish. So as you guys can see from the video, just like at the very top of the fish, you can see it's kind of like cloudy and dirty. That's the dirt or the zay that has to be removed. So what I'm doing now is I am draining my fumbwa, or again wild spinach. So all the dirty water, quote unquote, has been removed. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put it back into my pot and add clean water. So first things first, I'll be adding to my fumbwa is going to be my Mbisi or my dried fish. Don't ask me why the camera is angled this way, it just is, Sha. We move. So next, I'll be adding my tomato mixture. If you guys have not already seen my previous video on what's in my tomato mixture, don't worry, there will be a link to a video I'll be uploading specifically just on my tomato mixture, like what goes in it. So I put about 1.5 spoons of the tomato mixture into my fumbwa. So next I'll be adding my stock cube. It was actually easy to open the packet this time. After my stock cube, I'm going to add a bit of garlic. Again, all this is just for seasoning and taste. So using a clean spoon, you add your peanut butter. The peanut butter I use is smooth. You don't use crunchy because, yeah, we just never use crunchy. We always use smooth. And this one, I believe, is from Aldi. Is there Aldi or Lidl? One of them. I mean, I'm not. All I know is that it works. So you just add your peanut butter to your fumbwa and you're going to let it cook. So next, you'll be adding your palm oil. Again, because of the camera angle, you actually can't see the bottle, but we move. So I put about 1.5 spoons of my palm oil. I use the one from Tesco because it's healthier and it's like kind of like less oil, or you can use the ones that we can get from our African shops. That one is kind of like solid, but it's very, very fatty, so be careful with that one. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick view of what I have so far. Then there you have my peanut butter, my tomato, my fumbwa, my miso gauga. Everything is in the pot, so all you gotta do now is just let it cook, to be honest. So I end up adding the rest of the peanut butter to my fumbwa. Me personally, I like my fumbwa to be extra creamy. Okay. So what I'm doing here, I'm just adding my tomato puree to my fumbwa. I add about maybe 1/2 spoon, just under, of the tomato puree, and now I'm just gonna let it all cook together. So now what I'm doing is I'm rinsing out my fish. So I drained the hot water and I'm just going to wash it with some cold water just to get the rest of the zay off that I might have missed. So now I'm putting my fish into my Pro Cook Professional Anodized pot. Listen, these pots are amazing. They don't burn your food. I love it so much. And next I'm going to add some water to my fish. Not too much, not too little either. Just enough so that it can boil. Now for the all-important seasoning. First, I'll be adding some fish seasoning because obviously I'm cooking fish. I need my fish seasoning. Next, I'm adding a bit of garlic powder, not too much, not too little, okay? And lastly, we're going to add a bit of black pepper. You can never go wrong with a bit of black pepper and garlic, honey. Okay? Trust me. New angle. So now I'll be adding my tomato puree to my fish. I'm going to be adding just about half a spoon to it. So next I'll be adding again my tomato mixture. Not too much of that, just about enough to make the sauce a bit red for me, okay? Because I don't want it to be a bland sauce. I'm not having fish soup. So of course I have to come in with a bit of spice. That is my Scotch bonnet pepper. You guys know I love me some bili bili, okay? Let that boil. So now I'm adding some more water to my fumbwa because the water I'd originally put, it kaukaki or it dried out really quickly. So I need to put more water just to prevent any burning. So after tasting, I decided to add another seasoning cube. I believe this one was like a veg one, so I just broke it up and just added it just because I felt like it needed just a little bit more salt. Of course, all of this is to your own tasting. Make sure you mix it up really well because you don't want to bite into a seasoning cube when you're eating. So now that my fish is ready, what I've done is I've transferred it into my Pyrex dish, and I'm just taking the rest of the sauce and putting it over my fish to make sure every last bit of it is completely covered. And once that is all done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some hot water from the kettle and I'm just going to add it to the remaining sauce just to give a bit more liquid to my fish. And there you have it, guys, the finished fumbwa. Doesn't it look absolutely stupendous? And it tasted, mwah, chef's kiss, absolutely amazing. Okay, I was ready to KO after this. I had to be Congolese and eat it with some kwanga na panzi, but bima boye bikwa. But guys, that was it for JoJo's Kitchen today. I'll see you next time on another culinary trip around the world. See ya. Bon appetit.